But everyone, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. There's no base anything I say out these videos. I'm just doing it for pure entertainment purposes only. Looking into AMC, you know, not just AMC, but actually movies coming out. Q2, Q3, not a lot of big ones, but I do think that movies are going to pick back up. There's some movies coming out like, I don't have the list in front of me, but like Civil War. There's some coming out that'll kind of string us through, you know, Inside Out 2. I also think that people are just kind of getting back into the routine of going to movies. So some of these ones that aren't, I feel like Q2, Q3 are actually going to be a little better than anticipated. Now, that doesn't mean I think they're going to be a huge success and making tons of money, but I think they're going to do a little better than experts and analysis is showing. So, you know, maybe not Q2. Q3 for sure, I think it'll do a little better. Q2 is a little iffy, but you do have like Kingdom, The Planet of the Apes. There's some movies coming out. But with this dilution process that's going on, you know, I anticipate that you know, there is more to come. You can't be shocked when it happens. I do believe that, you know, we're going to ride this $3. We're going to be down here for a while. Now, if you don't want to buy and hold, you don't have to. What I'm doing is I'm buying, I'm holding. Buying a little less than I would like to. I'd like to buy more, but I'm just in the spot right now where, you know, I'm moving my money around to different stocks. So I have to, you know, I have a business, so I make money on a daily basis, and it comes in on a daily basis. And you know, let's say a couple $100 I'm going to put in the market on a daily basis is where I'm at. Let's say I don't want to put all 200 in AMC, so I'll buy 2 or 3 shares of AMC. A couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, a couple bucks there, and kind of feeding it in. And you also add crypto, you're feeding it in. But I just do it on a daily basis, and that's why it adds up. But also, back to the dilution and this and that. A lot of people are like, you know, I'll replace Adam Aron. I kind of, you know, would like to. What would your input be? What would a CEO do differently than him? And have a real answer, not just like, oh, he wouldn't sell to Onvera. This, you know, you got to have a real plan as a CEO. You can't just come in and, you know, who would you replace him with? How would you? What type of business backing do they have? And is this someone that wants to be replaced? I mean, this person that's replacing him, do they want to come in? Is it? And you also got to consider the fact that yes, he is a CEO, but the CFO controls the chief financial. You know, so yeah, it's just a revolving argument that I don't really feel like arguing about. And I understand why people are upset. You know, I don't like to see the prices low either, but the anger directed towards the company that you're supposed to hope succeeds is strange to me. So for me personally, if I want, you know, this company to succeed, I'm not going to spread things out there that are saying, oh, it's shit, it's trash. You know, if I want a company to succeed, you're gonna. The original reason we got into this play, I guess, for me personally, I got into this play because it was shorted down, it was over leveraged, it was looking bad. And the people who put us in that position were not the board, the CEO, or none of that, you know. So it's hard for me to understand why the anger is put over there. You know, I went through a stage for a while where I was upset and I was trying to find someone to put my anger on, and I did try to blame AA and the board. But when I really got down to it, I own a business, and I started looking at financials and really looking at how they're handling the business of it. They're doing what they can, and they're doing pretty damn good at it. So, you know, it's a revolving argument with people. It's not going to end. So I've kind of just come to the thought I'm not going to continue arguing with people. It's like arguing with a wall. So either you like the company or you don't. Either you believe in it or you don't. So for me personally, I believe in it. So this video really went sideways because my main goal of this video was to kind of talk about Q2, Q3 coming up, and how I thought Q3 was actually going to do a little better than Q3 anticipates. Q4 I think is going to do great. Leading into next year, 2025, I think we see a huge boost. Even if you didn't believe that there was naked shorts and synthetics, there's no way in 2025 AMC's trading at $3 or $4 a share. So if you're the type of person that wants to say, okay, well, I don't believe in the squeeze, I'm going to sell my shares at a loss and I'll come back in later, that's totally up to you. For me, I hate to sell at a loss. So I would rather just keep them and accumulate, why they manipulate and you know what I mean, get that lower cost, lower my average. I've learned the hard way that when I sell something, it bounces up. So just don't sell, you know. And then, you know, there is beauty in patience. I've been patient before with some of these plays that I thought weren't going to do anything. You know, geez, what was it? I want to say that AQST, before it bounced up, I had gotten so tired of holding it. And I considered selling it the day before at a very, very small loss. I didn't. And it bounced up a couple bucks, and it bounced up a couple more bucks. And then, hey, I cashed out with some good money, kept a few shares just in case. And that's where it's at. So for me, I just can't sell for a loss. I mean, obviously, if you know, I was in a position of dire need and I had to have money today and I had no other way, then yeah, there's a possibility. But that's just where I'm at with it. The business aspect of this, if you cut the synthetics, you cut any of the things that people call conspiracy, and you don't think there's a squeeze possible, blah, 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 then you still got to look at the fact of the matter that the side hustles that these guys are bringing in, popcorn, credit card, wine, all this other stuff that they're doing, chocolate, you know, distributing movies, credit cards, all this is going to start to accumulate money in 2025. The theaters are going to be doing better in 2025. Dilution will have helped pay debt. Debt's getting restructured, in my opinion. I think that's part of this dilution, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, for me, if I didn't believe in any of the synthetics, any of the short squeeze hype, then I would still believe that, okay, this is a good hold until, you know, end of 2025, mid 2026. Then I'd reevaluate. But, you know, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. So I'm trying to close down and find all my shit laying around everywhere. Got a jacket here, keys there, kids' jackets here, kids' watches there, and my God, shit's everywhere. Anyways, I just want to make this quick video, man, and kind of jump in and say that I've been rambling and ranting and blah, blah, blah. But my main thought is I'm just going to stay strong, stay humble, stay positive, optimistic, because I do believe in what I'm seeing, that this company has nowhere to go but really up at this point. So, you know, the price, it sucks that it's at $3, yes, but I can take advantage of the fact that I can buy more shares at this stage. So, you know, and a lot of narratives are going to start going around about another reverse split. Sorry about the lights. That I don't see happening at all. Or, you know, that would be something that might be considered to happen if they weren't with the dilution right now that was going on. And another thing, everyone's all upset about dilution and it shouldn't have happened, this and that. You know, before all this happened, they had made a proposal to pay off debt. You know, way back, a couple years back. And if it would have got voted yes, then at this point, I genuinely believe we probably would have squeezed, if you believe in those scenarios. That's just my thoughts. But back then, even I didn't think that. You know, I was confused. I really didn't have the correct DD. Mine was just more listening to people and not really opening my mind. Just going with what was being said. And, you know, not really delving into the paperwork, you know. Not really delving into the financials and why they're doing what they're doing. When they would do something, I'd just be pissed off. Why would they do that? That's insane. I can't believe they're doing this. But now, when something happens, they dilute, etc., etc. I dive in, do some homework, and that's it. This video has gotten way longer than I wanted it to be. I can't find my keys. Gotta go. Peace.